All right, hey everybody, I'm Mike Lowe, and we are live, and we are in NBA 2K23. We are at the end of the last episode, which was episode 3 of season 4, and it felt like deja vu a little bit, right? Because, I'm sorry, season 3, episode 3. So this is season 3, episode 4, but it's deja vu because for back-to-back years, we were the best team in the NBA, and we were bounced in the first round. Last year, 7 games to Detroit. This year, in 6 games, after being up 2-0 to Boston. We're live because we're going through the offseason. And I asked last time, like, how should we continue to play this? And what should we do with this series? And I've been wanting to do more gameplay, and I have my Timberwolves one going. But I'm really kind of thinking of just combining the two, right? Where we're going to go through this offseason, but this might be kind of the last deep dive for a little bit into an off season because I might want to start doing more gameplay. I'm going to do more gameplay streams for sure. I guess what I'm trying to decide is, am I going to focus more on just really going slow now that we're going to be in the 4th year and go through the regular season, or do we do more simming, but maybe we play out the playoff games, and that way we're still getting into more off-season discussion and things like that. There's going to be a lot of similarities to really the last offseason. At the same time, it's going to be a lot different. The similarities, of course, is that I don't think we really need to reinvent the wheel. This is a good team. We've proven it now. We asked that question at the end of the previous year. And this team responded. They played really well, 100% chemistry, but they were bounced 4 games in a row to Boston, right? This year, though, we do have some things that are changing. I mean, we have some players who just aren't going to be here. So if we go and look at contracts, let's see. Forget where to even do this now. Let's see. I swear these menus sometimes change. Oh yeah, finances. So if we go to salary cap breakdown, yeah, that's where we want to be, I think. Salary cap breakdown. Okay. So we can start to just kind of see who's going to be around, who's not going to be around. Now Highland's going to have an option, Bones Highland. Murray's gone, right? He's a goner, and I think we're probably all on the same page of maybe letting him go, especially if that price tag is going to be that high. I think he's a really good player. He's been very consistent for us for 2 years, but I think maybe it's time to maybe just try to change things up a little bit. Shooting guard in area, we are going to have Wallace back for sure. Man, I don't know. That's definitely an area we can look to upgrade. RJ Barrett, we're in great shape there. Small forward, again, we have pretty good depth there with Thompson. Maybe that's a player we move. Power forward, we have quite a few pieces that I like. We have Allman, who is our first-round pick. We're picking 29th this year again, by the way. High school player there, 19 years old now. He's progressing pretty well. But again, is he ready to start yet? No, but this could be perfect timing because most likely Randall's going to pick up that player option, at least I'm thinking. And we, again, will have that to just kind of take a look at and not even have to make a decision now, but it could just buy us a little time for Allman. Ryan didn't really play. Toppin is going to be gone as well. And at center, we still kind of have a 2-headed monster at least, which is not a bad problem to have here. But really, I think this year the story is probably working out the backcourt a little bit. And I think next year the story is going to be working out the center position and probably the front court, I guess, right? The power forward center position next year. So I don't know why we have this dead cap on. I think he was a player that was signed like the very first day when the franchise started. So anyway, that's strange. But, so we're not in a bad spot. We're actually probably in our best financial situation when the calendar turns over. We're not going to have a ton here. We have Barrett, who's worth every bit of that $35 million. Randall's going to probably pick that up. And then after that, it's just the 2 centers. So, I mean, we have some flexibility here. We have quite a few contracts coming off the books. And again, if we just sort by the amount of money here for this season, and we look at the blanks here, you can see 36 is going to come off, another 9, so you're at 45. You're talking 50 million right here coming off. Now, that's going to put us at about 12 million to work with. So we're not in a position to really even maybe go sign a max player or anything like that. And that's where it becomes an option of like, well, geez, do we overspend to keep a Murray because he's probably going to be better than anyone we can go and get in free agency, just because even though we are freeing up a lot of money, we're still not going to have a ton. So we're going to get into all that. I want to just say real quick, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm on Twitter as well at MikeLowe47. We've gotten a ton more subscriptions lately, a lot more people asking questions. I try to respond to all the questions I see and can see. or at least get to. I know there's some that I just missed, and I apologize. So if you're here and you want to ask those questions, I'll try to answer them here live in the chat. But guys, we got a lot of work to do. So that's what the team's looking like. We also have a setup here. Hey, thanks, Crazy Coach. We just have not only players that we're having to deal with losing, but our assistant GM is going to be gone. Our head coach, Thibodeau, is going to be gone. Our post D coach, we don't have a guard guru. So we have a couple of things here as well. So scouting, we've kept the team pretty small. I'm okay with that because we're picking late. And I don't really see an issue here with scouting. If anything, we'd probably just downsize this group even more here in the future. But for now, I think we're fine there. So my thoughts are, one of the things I was thinking about is like, why is this team losing? Like we thought it was chemistry the first year. The next year, I don't know, right? Best team in the NBA, bounced in the first round. I think bringing in a stamina trainer could really help. I want to kind of maybe flesh out our sports medicine team a little bit more. And I think a stamina trainer could really help with that. Maybe the players are just getting tired. I don't know. So we're going to be hiring an assistant GM, a head coach. I really think a guard guru could help, especially because it looks like we might have some young guards coming up here with the team. And so I think that's going to be a good hire. Did I mention head coach? Obviously, head coach, guard guru. I think we're good on scouts, and then again a stamina trainer. So will we have 4 spots opening up? We're also going to need a team doctor, right? So yeah, we'll have to kind of take a look at that. It's honestly one of my least favorite parts of NBA 2K is just the kind of the coach staff. I don't think it's terrible. I just think it's a little boring. I have not done any sort of like league expansion. I know we've kind of dabbled with doing the Euro League. I think it's neat. I mean, it would be kind of fun to do even this year. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something, but like, do we want to jump ship and leave the Knicks here and grab one of these, European teams or something like that? I don't know. I'd be curious what you guys all think. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, thanks for subbing there, guys. I appreciate that. I can't believe you guys haven't been subbed before, if I'm being honest. But that's cool. I'm totally joking there, but I truthfully am, I guess, surprised. So if you missed that recap again, the nutshell version of all this is for the last 2 years we've had the best team in the NBA and we've been bounced in the first round. It's just super weird, right? I don't know what to make of it. I think it's really fun. I think it's really challenging. And if you don't believe me, I mean, here we go, right? 60-22 this year, best team in the NBA, bounced in the first round. We go look at last year's standings, 65-17, best team by 5 games, bounced in the first round in 7 games. So, and we had this conversation at the end of last year. What do? We said, let's run it back. And we did. We brought Jamal Murray back. We, of course, brought Thibodeau back. Both of those guys are not under contract anymore. And so there are going to be 2 huge questions here. But let's go ahead, jump into it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ryan. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, the notifications, I know, obviously you can turn those on and off. And there's also a membership now for the channel. So if anyone's interested, I think it's like $2.99 a month. And there's some special content that I put out for that. A lot of times just kind of like previewing things like off of different chats or taking requests for videos, things like that. So there is actually a membership option now, and that's like a monthly thing. So here we are in the off season. Let's see who's retired. And again, we are in the 2025 offseason. We've now completed 3 full seasons here. So you're going to see some players if you're thinking like, whoa, Chris Paul, but he's 40 now, right? By the way, LeBron James wins the NBA championship at age 40. So pretty cool. Al Horford retiring, McGee, Brooke Lopez, Derrick Rose, former Knick a couple times now. So again, just looking through, Russ Westbrook retires, Serge Ibaka, Cousins. Hey, Patrick Beverley, he was on our team last year. He was a great player for us, especially defensively, just that 1 year. Went to the finals with Cleveland, so still a pretty darn good player up to his retirement. So you're seeing some older players here. And again, I think this is when it starts to get really, really fun, is when you just start getting a league filled with, I guess, fictional players, or at least fictional versions of real players if you're using the draft classes. And this is when it really just starts to take on its own persona, right? The league becomes its own kind of living, breathing thing. And I think that's really cool. By the way, I have a new microphone today, so I have a lavalier microphone. If it sounds bad, if it's too low or something, let me know. But hopefully it's doing okay. I tested it out. I think my microphone previously probably sounds a little bit better, but it was like a big desktop microphone. It was just kind of clunky. And you could hear everything I was like doing on the keyboard, or I should say on the controller, because it was like right next to my hand, right? So just kind of a strange thing there. So anyway, we're down into some players that don't really matter. So there's retirements, staff retirements. No Knicks retired, it looked like, by the way. I'm only really concerned with like head coaches. So Doc Rivers of the 76ers retires. We have Johnny Bryant, our guard guru. We didn't even know we had a guard guru. I didn't think we did. So he retires. Maybe he retired at the end of the season. So he's gone. And that's it. Nothing really too crazy. I did a little test of this the other day just to kind of see if I wanted to do a stream live or not. And I didn't realize governors retire too. I thought that was cool. They didn't hear, but a team had a governor retire. So you could think of it as like your owner selling the team or something like that. I think that's pretty neat. Hall of Fame inductions. I do wish the game would like delay these by 5 years. I think it would be really cool, but you have to understand like that's a whole other like memory issue. You have to kind of keep these players tucked away for 5 seasons. So you can suspend your disbelief, I guess, a little bit and just kind of say, okay, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook make it into the Hall of Fame, even if it's 5 years sooner than they should. That's okay. And I still love that they have jersey retirements in this game. Just so cool. So same thing, the 2 Hall of Famers there. It shows you the years they've played, even though it's been years. Even before this game came out, right? They recognized that Chris Paul played for the Clippers and Westbrook played for Oklahoma City. So just really, really neat. And of course, this all updates. You can click through and see the different players that have been added and so on. Just awesome. Super, super cool. League meetings. Of course, there's a lot of things here that just randomly generate. And by the way, if we're going to do our Euro teams, this is where it would have to take place, right? But I don't know. I kind of want to run it one more time with the Knicks at least. And then maybe we do that 6-team expansion next time. Let's see. They want to approve, and you can always override these. And this is where I kind of allow myself to play commissioner a little bit, especially if things are like going to mess with like gameplay sliders. I don't want to mess with too much of that as I'm trying to keep sliders working for folks and things like that, which by the way, slider version 1.6 live on Operation Sports, been up there a while. I'm working on a 1.7. It's not really much so far, maybe just kind of adjusting game speed. I've been kind of dabbling with that just a little, trying to get some more shots, more possessions, that kind of thing. Change the time the offense is given to advance the ball. I'm going to just reject that. Again, it's just something, it's not a big deal, and I don't really want it to mess with sliders and things like that. So nothing here about expansion. I think we're okay just moving forward. So yeah, we'll just kind of leave all that stuff there. So draft lottery, of course, we are going to be picking 29th. I don't remember what we even have, and I don't think I can see this here in the offseason, but I just assume we have a first and a second round pick. I can't remember. Maybe we have 2 seconds. I don't think I can see this here in the off season, unfortunately. At least I don't think. I guess what we could do is like look at a mock draft. So we're going to have the 1 pick. And this is a quote-unquote real-life draft class. I don't know how many of these players are actually real. This is probably the last year I'll be using one of these. So we have at least 1 second rounder, and we have a first. Oh, we have 2. So we have 2 second-round picks. One that looks like it'll be pretty early there with the Nets. All right. So that's good, but I mean, again, it's not really, one of the things I talked about in the last episode is like, this might be the year we really just pony up and make a trade. You got to think about this. Like, we don't, even though we're clearing a lot of cap space, as I showed you at the beginning of this episode, we still don't have a ton of like financial flexibility. As far as I can tell, we're going to have about 12, maybe $15 million to work with. That's not a lot. That's maybe getting like a dependable starter. That's not going to be getting some superstar to put into the mix here and put us over the top. But if we can take some of this collateral we have, some of this depth on the team that we've been building, some of this draft pick collateral, even future collateral, because really our draft pick collateral right now is not very useful. If we can move up, if there's a superstar that we're like, this guy can make a difference, even if there's some growing pains this year, they can still step in and they can help a playoff team. Even if we're not the number 1 seed, that's okay. I think we could all agree, who gives a damn about the number 1 seed at this point? I'd rather be a 3 seed if we can actually make a run deep into the playoffs. So if we sacrifice a little up front, We can maybe bring in some young point guard or a shooting guard or something like this who could really develop quickly and become a really nice player. And maybe we can make a run this year and really set ourselves up for future seasons is kind of the idea there. So that's what we're thinking. But let's see what the draft lottery is going to reveal here. Again, it's pretty standard there. You can see the percentages. The top 3 teams have the same chance of getting the first overall pick, and then it just kind of breaks down from there. I still love how this game does this. It'd be so cool if, like, I wish Madden and like, you just had this option. Like, what if I wanted to turn this on? Or even Access Football, which I've been getting into a lot. I'm just waiting for their next patch to fix a couple things. But just really, really cool if you could, like, adjust, like, or add in a draft lottery or something like that. So we're just going to actually do just skip the lottery. I mean, we're not in it. So here we go. The Raptors are going to get the first pick, the Heat the second pick, and the Rockets the third. So you can see a lot of teams still trading draft picks. We end up with the 29th pick. I'm not sure why we're 29th and not 30th. I guess just because it must just be the champion gets last, and then from there, even if you're not we weren't in the finals, they just get bumped, right? So that must be what it is. The Lakers pick, because they won the championship, gets bumped to 30. Everything else just kind of slides in behind that. So we're picking 29th. I think that's going to be our pick in the second round too. And then we will have the Nets pick, which, if I'm looking here, looks to be where I see the Nets, but that's not actually, that's Houston's pick. Where the heck is the actual Nets pick? Am I blind? Oh, no, where is it? This is super weird. Where is the actual Nets pick? I must be completely blind and just missing it. But either way, we will have a second round pick somewhere. But again, it might be better used as collateral. So staff signing, I hate this part, but we need to get an assistant GM. What do you guys look for? Let me know, either live or in the comments, when you're looking for assistant GMs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, truthfully, I don't even really care. Like, can we just save a little money and not even get this? I mean, influence, I guess, does that help with, like, free agency or something like that? If we look at the badges, let's see, like, do I care about any of these actual badges for an assistant GM? I don't really care about trust. I mean, trust with our actual governor is nice, because he is a grump. He is very short-tempered, very, very scary. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get fired. I mean, a recruiter, but again, we're not going after, like, a top free agent, at least this year. I don't know. Like, I don't really care about any of these guys, but I guess, I don't know, we maybe just look for someone with potential that maybe we could groom. And somebody who has 100%. So again, like, who's this here? David Ellis. But I don't know. Like, what? I have no idea. To me, it just kind of seems like a waste of money to even bring this guy on. Like an out-of-the-park baseball, I don't use an assistant GM. It's just a waste of funds. Like, I don't need it. So I don't know. I honestly think I might just skip on that and use that position elsewhere. Like, I'd rather hire a sleep doctor or something. We are certainly going to need a head coach. And I guess the first question is, and I haven't looked at this at all, but do we want Thibodeau back, right? Stelfer, I do not allow myself to sign, by the way. He's in every game. I wish I could actually edit this guy and take him out. I mean, he's just completely ridiculous and over the top. For some reason, we already have offers on, or no, that's the team he was on, I see. So Thibodeau, is he even here? He didn't retire. He's got to be here, right? Let's see. Thibodeau, I should say. Thibodeau. There he is. So he's got 6 offers. I mean, I like him. He actually, like, when I started this Knicks franchise, I was like, oh, wow, this is like a coach I really, really like. He's very focused on defense. He's definitely got some competition. He is organized, I guess that's useful. Influential. Still got really good potential. I mean, he's got really, really good badges too, which we can kind of click around and take a look at here. I like the defensive system. It's kind of what we've been building around. So he's a coaching legend. Players are more willing to sign. That's good. He's a good teacher. clutch. You wouldn't know it, right? The last couple of years, but I like that he can actually get contributions from older players. I think there's a lot of value financially in bringing in older players. It's not always you're not always competing for that young, sexy talent that everyone wants and costs a lot, right? There's a lot of there's a competitive balance, a competitive advantage. Should say that you can give yourself by finding something like this, like rejuvenating literally someone's career. Frustrated by losing, okay, gets amped to play at home. I mean, these are badges that like should work, right? I feel like these should have worked. So I don't know. I mean, I guess like what would we look to upgrade? Our defense slipped a little bit. And there are certainly tons of coaches who are better at defense. But I refuse to hire him. I just think that's too gimmicky. And I don't want to have a C, right? So if we just kind of, or even a B minus. So if we're just looking for like the next, so here's Nick Nurse, right? And I forget where he coached. You guys would know better than I would. I don't know if it shows us. So he's perimeter centric. Is that going to work for our Knicks team? Maybe. Active. Oh, I see. His preferred is balance. Okay, yeah, that can work. He's got some other badges too. It's funny they took out pep talks, but you still have like things that apply to it. I've had a lot of people upset they took off pep talks. I'm actually glad they took it out. I thought it was stupid. But it is weird that you still have like badges. Like they obviously didn't scrub it completely out of the game. But Nick Nurse is an option. I mean, truthfully, might be a better coach. And if we really want to mix it up, he would work. Again, I'm looking for, they have to be at least a B plus in offense and defense. So Budenholzer, is that how you say his name? He would be another option. Let's see here. Active system defense, but okay, so they're both balanced. Recruiter, tactician, coaching legend, teacher. He's got gold for that. That's nice. Clutch, gold level clutch. Big man. That'll help next year. Post D-man. You guys know I love defense. Okay, this guy's... I like that he's got a lot more... Ooh, he works with second round and undrafted players. All right, that's useful. We got 2 this year. I don't mind him. I definitely don't mind him. And I want to we're going to look at Thibodeau again. So let's see. Gosh, there's quite a few guys here. Sean Ward. How do you only have 80% interest in this job? He's got 100. Who's the last guy we looked at? I might even narrow it down and be like, if you don't have 100%, like what the hell? And I do want to get somebody with coaching experience. So the fact that he's a wing whisperer, or I'm sorry, yeah, here's Ward. So he is a head coach. Okay, so Sean Ward, only 80%, only the 2 badges. I do like that he's defense though. But again, like if we were like an expansion team, we grab one of these European teams, like maybe I would go with Sean Ward. He's probably going to be costing a little bit less. So like for instance, he's looking for, 8.93 million per year. That is not cheap. Wow. And what about these other guys? So 10. I mean, that's still, but I'd rather just at that point hire him, right? He wants 11. Who is the other guy we were looking at? Oh yeah, Nurse. So Nurse wants the same price. So interesting there. So we got Ward. I want B plus at least. Let's see for offense. B plus, B plus. But this guy's a perimeter D coach. So I'll probably pass on him unless he's got he's got no badges. Yeah, we'll pass on him. This guy's an assistant. Hey, he's our assistant head coach, Gary Macy. I love how I've been working here for now 4 years, and I'm like, who's Gary Macy? Oh, he's our assistant head coach. Great, good to know. So he's certainly an option, an internal hire, I guess. But I don't really think, again, expansion team, sure, right? Maybe there's something there. But I don't think that's what I want to do here. Jimmy Justice, let's see, again, just 4 years, only the 1 badge, going to pass. I want at least a B plus. Okay, and that's it. So now where was Thibodeau at? Let's see, was he up here? Did I pay? Yeah, so Thibodeau, just to show, so his offense lacking. So I do think we're going to move on from Thibodeau. He's got a lot of nice badges. nothing, I believe, was in the gold. And so I can tell you right now who I want to go after. I want to go after that coach that had those gold. And was it? Yeah, so he's got a bunch of gold ones. And again, that to me is like the difference. Like that takes us over the top. I like Nurse too, but to me he looks very similar to a Thibodeau. And so for me, we're going after Budenholzer, however you say his name. I want this guy to be our next coach here. So recruiter, tactician, coaching legend, teacher, clutch, competitor, shot doctor, big man. I love he's going to be able to work with those centers, and especially if we bring in a young center. That's going to be nice. He's just very, very defensive oriented and also has a lot of gets more out of less intense practices. That'll help. Helps team fatigue. Yeah, I like this guy. I love 28 years. But my goodness, we have a little bit of competition. I'm just seeing like how far we can go down where the interest meter is still maxed out. Because if we can save a little money here, great. I mean, there are other coaches I'm okay with, but I don't know if I want to go this low. But I don't know. You guys tell me. 11 million seems crazy money, even 3 years in the future for an NBA coach. Do they really make that much? That seems like crazy high. And see, I'm a little bit worried going this low. And just because we have the budget, I mean, that just seems crazy to me. Like I would much rather get this guy for, let's see what we can give him. So it looks like, 7.6 million. Seems to kind of be what would make the most sense to me. So I'm going to make that offer. And I guess what we could also do, this is such bad form. I can't believe the game is okay with you can just make offers to multiple coaches. And then be like, oh, you know what? We're retracting that offer. I mean, that stuff happens, but it's just not super common. It's not like a standard practice in really any industry that I'm aware of. It's kind of bad form. But it's a video game, so damn it, we're going to do it. So Nick Nurse, and we're going to offer Thibodeau too, screw it. Same thing here. I'll give them whatever years they want. I mean, I think that's fair. But let's see what we can get Nick Nurse. There's also a couple of those younger coaches, but I'd rather just stick with these three. What's going to probably happen is all three of them are going to want the job. And that's fine. That'd be a great problem to have. Come on. I can't believe there's not a faster way to just edit this, but... And again, one of the many reasons why the staff part is my least favorite. It's just tedious, and I don't know. Maybe I could turn it over to the governor or something, but... All right, so we're going to go 6.27 for him. So we have a backup head coach. Now I need to save... You know what? But that's going to impact our ability to sign other guys too. I know for sure we're good on scouts. I want to get a stamina trainer. And I don't know. I guess we do medicine? These are so vague. I don't know. And I know there's a badge for, I just got to see what it is. So there's a badge that so stamina trainer. So we need somebody with a lightning bolt. And this is just a way I try to narrow it down. So this guy's got a lightning bolt. He wants 283. I'm fine with that. Let's see, another lightning bolt, 278. Okay. I like this guy is already a stamina trainer. I think that's cool. His other badges are a weight. He's sleep, and he's got some pill bottle or something. So he's got this one. Build strength and vertical. That's cool. Sleep doctor, and then sniffs out medical issues. Okay. I mean, he's obviously a pretty good hire. He's got 4 badges and an A+. I mean, this guy, 4 badges and an A+ with that lightning bolt. I mean, yeah, he's the guy we'll make the offer to. I mean, we're New York, damn it. We're spending money. I want our good staff here. So again, same thing. Go through this and just try to get them. I don't mind keeping the interest meter maxed here when we're competing with other teams. I think it's also a kind of a realistic way to handcuff yourself a little, make it a little more challenging. So we're going to go 202 for 4 years. He appreciates the offer. I might actually retract one of those head coach ones. So we need a team doctor. So is that like an actual position here? Sleep doctor? Yeah, there is. Okay. I would assume we want somebody. Wow, he's got a ton of badges. So this guy's crazy. That badge list is insane. I might just give him the job. I mean, that is just bonkers. This guy, holy cow, this guy's even good. This guy's even better, I should say. Gold, purple. All right, Harrington, you're getting the offer, even though his medical is a little bit lower. He looks very, very promising. Any other team doctors with just a complete haul? Nope. All right, so he's our guy. Go Harrington for team doctor. Whatever you want, sir. Let's see. Oh, come on, 2K. You got to make this quicker. You got to make this more fun. Like we talked about, gamifying parts of your game. Like, this is tedious. It's just not very fun. Okay, so we got those. Maybe we're going to hire these. Let's see. We got time to get that filled. I don't care about that. So we're going to have... Okay, so what do we have out right now? We have one position there. We have 3 offers out. That would put us at 16. And so that's going to leave one spot for either sports scientist or sleep doctor. And I really, really want to get... I don't think it makes me hire an assistant GM or anything. I really want to get our head coach in place. So I actually am going to put a couple more offers out. Gosh, I really hope they don't make me. But anyway, we're going to give offers out to... I guess Thibodeau was the only other one. I think. Like, there again, some of these younger coaches I really liked. They're kind of like my backups. I liked, was it Sheldon or was it Sampson? One of those guys. Or no, neither of those, because they had pretty bad ratings. So let's see. We got those 2 guys. Definitely like them. And then I know it was Thibodeau, and I think, yeah, Ward was good, but we're going to wait because he's younger. Our assistant head coach, same thing. I mean, I want to just keep him as our assistant for now. Yeah, because I don't even know what it does. Yeah, I guess you'd have to give him a raise, right? Okay. That is cool, though. All right. So, yeah, Thibodeau. We're going to offer him an extension. And luckily, the game, as goofy as it is, will kind of give us the option. But I would think we should be able to get one of these guys, hopefully. If not, we'll promote our assistant coach or hire one of those young guys. It's not a terrible backup plan. And really, I would have no problem doing that. I don't mind going with kind of the younger coach, especially it saves you a little money. But I don't know. This is a team that needs to win right now. We've proven it. At the same time, we're going to be a team of transition. We are a team that is not going to... We're not going to be... I mean, we saw we lost 5 more games this past season, even though we were still the best team in the NBA. We technically were on a downward trajectory. We got bounced in 6 games in the first round. Bounced in 7 games in the first round the year before. So it's a weird spot to be in. This is so ridiculous how long this takes. 2K, I'm going to talk about this constantly. This is killing me. Thibodeau wants to come back for free, basically. He does not care. So 2.71, my goodness. That's wild. So we have one more offer left. I guess just so we, I don't know, we could start looking at one of these guys. So sports science, I don't know what they do. They don't really tell you, right? Sleep doctor. I don't know. I guess I'd just go sports science. And is there a badge for that? I'm assuming there is. Sports psychologist. No, we need sports science. Oops. Is there? Okay, so the monitor, the TV screen, that's what we need here. So let's see. You need to have your little TV screen, or I'm not interested in you. There's one. 270. He's a sports psychologist, but that's okay. Huh, there's not many guys. Not even this guy has that screen. He does, or she does, Liz Boyd. She wants a little bit less. Let's see. Kaylee, I think is how you say that, Cummings. She's got that badge. She wants even less. So we could look at their potential there. I don't really think we even need to go below A- here. Wayne Mills. See, like I wish they would give us some filters for this part. This is just the most tedious part. Summer Ross, even less. All right, so there's a lot. I'm going to sort by now potential and see which coach pops up first who has good medical and that TV. So it's got to be at least an A- here. And it's got to have that TV screen. That's how we're going to choose this one. So nope, 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 nope. Got to be at least A-. Nope. Come on now. But it might be hard to find someone with that good a potential. There's got to be somebody, though. Wow. I still can't believe this person doesn't have it. There's so much. Come on, TV screen. Okay, so this person, but it's only B+, and that might just be what we're stuck with. So this would be the person with the, where did it go? Glenn McDaniel, B potential, has that badge already. I could have swore there was someone else up here though that had it. B potential, or B medical, but A+ potential. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I might go with that very first person. This person has it. B, A-. They got a bunch of other stuff too, including the sleep doctor. That's pretty decent. All right, yeah, who cares? Let's just go with this person here, Hugh Mercer. Let's scroll down, and hopefully he will eventually pick a salary. Okay, so we're gonna max that out. 155. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, moving on. So mulling tentative. All of our coaches. Oh shoot! I think that means they've actually signed elsewhere, right? Tentative. Or does that mean they're tentative for us? I don't know, but that could be a sign that we went a little too low. So can I up the offers? I don't even know what tentative means in this game. Like tentative for me? For someone else? I don't know what they're talking about. So we're now back to 6 offers. Let's see if it lets us do anything with like Nurse, for instance. So, well, he hasn't signed. I don't know what to do here. I've never seen it go tentative. What does that mean, guys? I mean, I know what tentative means, but like, what does it mean in this game? Like, he's decided on a team, but maybe they haven't fully accepted it yet. Like, should I round these up? It just seems like they're already really. I can't believe all 3 of these guys would. And like, he's only got one other team interested. Thibodeau's got a ton of guys interested, or a ton of teams interested in him. Yeah, I mean, we picked pretty good coaches. Darnell Sharp getting a lot of offers. But I don't understand because, like, Oh, here they go. So now they're saying rejected. So Thibodeau rejected, but he's still available? So if he's my first choice, I mean, I don't know. I just saw this go up to 8. See what happens? It just seems like a lot. Okay. So we did that. Let's see. So now he's mulling. I guess we can go to 7 for him. We're going to end up with Thibodeau after all this because he's so much cheaper. Okay, mulling. Let's see. I hate this part. So Thibodeau is completely rejected. I mean, hell, I'll go to 4. It's still way cheaper than the others, and that seems like a reasonable head coach salary, especially in 2025-26. And like I said, I do like him as a coach, so I don't mind that. We still have 3 offers, but I don't really need them because 1, 2, 3, that's 6 spots, and we have how many positions open? Yeah, I mean, there's too many already. So in 2 of those, yeah, so we're kind of good at this point. We just need to move forward. So, okay, we have some people ready to sign. Head coach, though, just can't get it. But yeah, we got our sports scientist, our stamina doctor, and our team doctor. So our health, sciences or whatever you want to call it with the team, pretty good shape there. And so that's going to leave 2 spots open, one of which is our head coach. And then we get to kind of pick what we want to do with the other. Or is it? Why? I thought we hired a sports scientist. Oops. Let's see. My offers. Didn't we hire a sports scientist? Like, I could have sworn we had that. That's really weird. I also wanted to bring in a guru, right? So I guess the option is, I mean, maybe, I don't know, we have 5 staff members here, 5 here. Actually, I think I want to add another position coach, and I think I want to go guard guru because I'm pretty sure we're going to be bringing in some guards this year, for sure. So, looking at badges here, I know there is there's a guard guru badge. There's also wing whisperer. I wouldn't mind getting both of those, right? So we're looking for like this minus symbol with the basketball and then this winged arrow. So let's see if we can find somebody with both of those badges. That would be nice. So they have one, but not the other. Need a filter option. I'm so spoiled with games like Out of the Park Baseball where you can create filters and it's just so much more convenient. Let's see. They have one, not both. But I guess Wing Whisper is a separate position, right? And we already have. So yeah, I guess I could just go with who's our best coach here with this badge here, that basketball with the, what's it called? The minus sign. Guard guru. Passing and handling. That's going to be an absolute must. This guy's got a lot of other badges too, which is nice. So he's got 5 badges. Let's just see if there's anybody else with 5 that also has that, 5 or more. So he does A, B minus, so kind of the same thing there. What is that? Isn't that baggage one though? Isn't it like a negative? I feel like that's a negative one. Where is it at? I swear, doesn't it mean like they like to take other jobs or something? General, I must be in this one. It's funny, they actually use double badges for some of these. They have multiple meanings. A coach known for only doing short stints. So yeah, so that's actually like a negative. So again, anybody with 5 in this A range? Nope. Oof, wow, a ton of badges. But he's the head coach. Would he really be interested? Oh, I have to have an assistant GM. Ah, well, all right, that takes care of that. Okay, well, time to hire an assistant GM, unfortunately. I don't know. Then let's see. What do we need? Again, I need to sort by potential. I don't know. Who could help me not get fired? I guess that's all I'm looking at. Opposing GMs, I don't care about that. Revered by the governor, your trust loss. Okay, so wingman is useful. We don't want them to have a dollar sign. We don't want them to have this weird jersey, which again is a different icon. Tends to boss other staff around. Okay, yikes. So there's a lot of bad ones here. But essentially, we definitely want him to have this wingman. Gotta have wingman, and I want him to have some good potential. Okay, wingman, where are you? Wingman, nope. Come on. Oh, there's one. Okay, Mike Quinn. You were a GM before. He has a little bit of interest. He's good at analytics. Sure, you get the job. Dang, you want a lot of money. Oh, I just want to get through this part. I hate the coach hiring in this game. It is just, it's boring. Just tedious and boring. All right, 621, whatever this is. Okay, he appreciates it. Great. I think we can move forward here. Let's see, my offers. So Nurse has rejected this. Oh, I see. Okay, so no. Wait, but I don't understand. I mean, he's like clearly rejected it. But I mean, these guys are both, I'm the only team working with them. Like, they have to take it. So I think I'm okay. I'm just going to move forward. So, blocked. What does that even mean? Rejected. Blocked. Am I just out of money? Is that what that means? Blocked. So we have one offer. It says only one offer here. Oops. It's Thibodeau. What? Can I remove this then? Like, I don't... Okay. This is super weird. Yeah, because that budget is just for that particular position, it looks like. I guess we just move on. Okay, so we got him. We have everyone but the head coach. Like, the most important part. Thibodeau blocked for some reason. And that's our last spot. Like, we need a damn head coach. Because this won't even probably let me... Yeah, so, like, we have to have a head coach. Like, literally, that's all that's left. I guess I'm going to let Thibodeau just sit there, and maybe it's just getting confused that I have multiple offers out. So, no, they're both blocked. Like, what? I guess I'll lower the price. Maybe... I don't know. This is bizarre. I don't know what to make of this, guys. So I just want to get through this, though. Okay, so Thibodeau must have signed somewhere, huh? Let's see. Because he is no longer even showing up. Okay, yeah, so he's gone. We are down to one guy. Luckily, it's our top choice. No, I don't. So, yeah, do we have too many spots? You can see on the right-hand side in the middle, current staffing 16 of 17. There are no offers out anywhere other than head coach. And that's all we're trying to get here at this point. So this is all we want to do. All right, so it just says blocked. I mean, I'm just going to come down in salary again. Maybe it's just a salary cap issue or something. I really hope we can get him. He's my top choice, and I like that he's still around. All right, it says we have the budget. Blocked. Like, I don't understand this. blocked? I have no idea. I'm just going to just Google that really quick. NBA 2K staff hire blocked. What WTF does blocked mean when signing staff on Reddit? Let's see. It means another team already signed them and they blocked you from negotiations, but they did now. Stable to offer him 2 more times. Then it changed to mulling, then back to block. Not sure if you care, but this happens when the original team blocks you. Oh, interesting. Not sure if you care, but okay. Not sure if that's even a thing in the NBA, and football team can't stop you from interviewing. Interesting. But Thibodeau got blocked, right? Weird. I mean, there's only 2 days. I guess we have to start. I have to offer to some other coaches. I mean, this is really wild. Well, you might be going young or promoting. So let's see who's left here. Very picky on the head coach. So we do have Sean Ward still, which is good. I definitely don't mind him, but again, super inexperienced. I mean, it's not an upgrade. I mean, I guess a little bit of an upgrade from Thibodeau, maybe. Does he have good potential? Yeah, not bad. So again, worst case, and I do like that he's defense. He would actually fit pretty well. So I tell you, he can be on our list. We'll give him an offer as just kind of an emergency here. I mean, we need a coach. I don't trust the game just to like throw me some coach either. That'd be scary. We can certainly offer our assistant head coach. But then I guess the issue there is, do we have to hire another coach, or do we just go in with 16? Like, I imagine you have to have an assistant head coach, right? But I think you can actually hire people, though, after the season starts, too. So that's not the worst thing. We can still bring someone kind of late to the game. Oh, come on. There's got to be a faster way to do this. I really don't think there is, though. Okay, so we're going to offer him. Okay. Other offerings here. So we search by defense. We got Ward. I want at least B+ in both of these. Which, let's see, keep going here. Okay, so here's our assistant coach. Same thing here. We can offer him. I mean, we only have one more day. Like, we have to get somebody in this position. So we're going to just kind of throw out these other offerings. This is so tedious. See, this is why a lot of times I do these videos offline, because I can edit a lot of this stuff out. But it's fun to do it live, too, because I like when you guys get to have your input or kind of share your ideas and things like that. Definitely makes it more interesting. Oh my gosh, come on. It's so tedious. Imagine if they had this in My Player. People would freak out. They would fix it like that same day. Okay, so he appreciates the offer. Cool. All right, so we got him going. There's also somebody different here. Jimmy Justice, apparently also with us. Who is this? Why does he have a Knicks? Do they all have Knicks logos next? No. Who is this guy? Why do you already have a Knicks logo next to you? Super strange. Well, we got 4 offers still. I mean, I'm just going to keep offering out. I just can't believe I have to do this each time. This is absolutely awful. And like, I wish they would start you a little bit more realistically. But yeah, from what I'm reading, like blocked, it does seem like that's literally like a team saying no. But it's weird because like how could you like it's I don't know. Like I understand. No, I don't know. I guess it's not a promotion, but like also, isn't the guy not under contract? Like, why is he showing up? Like, how can you dictate someone who is not under contract? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, did I already do Newman? Let's see. No. So, Otis Newman. Here we go again. Scroll backwards for 2 hours. Very tedious. But yeah, block could also, yeah, like Adrian's saying, maybe it just means that it's blocked because he's re-signed with his team, or but like Thibodeau just disappeared, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody else here. Nope, that's it. So again, we have we have 5 guys we've kind of offered this out to. You know, you'd think we'd be able to get one of them, and I don't even know if it would let me. Like, can I actually go in and... Yeah, see, I would have to fire him. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. So, okay, so we do get at least a head coach. Okay, so, yeah, these guys... So, I think we're out on Budenholzer. So, kind of a bummer here. So, we have to decide between one of these 4. And I think they've all accepted it. So, if we decline, yeah, so, like, we can basically pick who we want here. And if we look, you know, Thibodeau, I think was like B plus, B minus. So these are all nice upgrades for sure. And I'm just seeing if there's anything else. I mean, being charismatic, I guess, is nice. So maybe we could cross off like Otis Newman. Plus he's he's the guy with the Nets. So I could cross him off. He's also not very good at analytics. He's not very influential. He's not very... Yeah, so I'm going to definitely cross him off. Potential-wise, these guys have decent potential. They're both pretty organized. Influence is great with Gary Macy. I do like that. Is Gary Macy our assistant? Yeah, so he's our assistant head coach. That's pretty cool. He's really good with bigs, legwork. He's more analytical. He's more charismatic. This guy seems to do everything better. Kind of flip-flopping. He's more of an offensive coach. What's their system, though? So his badges, by the way, perimeter D master. Okay, super important to me. Did we miss his system? Where does it show me his system? I mean, that's kind of a big deal, right? How can I not see what system this coach wants to run? Anyway, Sean Ward. Now, if we hired Ward, we wouldn't have to go get an assistant, right? We'd have both of these guys, basically. So that's actually an interesting argument of, like, going with Ward, because we'd have both, right? Even though okay, there we go. So active system, and I do like that he's defense. That's actually really what I wanted. It's weird, because he's an assistant coach, I guess I don't get to see his system. I wish I could see, like, is Sean Ward, I don't even know, is he an actual coach? I don't even know who he is. But I think I'm going to go with Sean Ward. And it's unfortunate because I actually think Macy's the better coach. But I know he's a defensive system, which is what I want. And we also get to keep Macy. So that's who we're going with. We are turning down Jimmy Justice and Otis Newman. And I'm just seeing, I mean, they aren't bad coaches themselves, but gosh, Macy is the better coach. I just don't want to run the risk of, like, I don't like his system, or we end up with like a terrible assistant coach or whatever. So, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So our staff is done, thank God. Can I actually see the coaching staff here? Let's just make sure we got all 17 spots filled. A new head coach in Sean Ward, who, I don't know, interesting. I don't like when teams do that, honestly. You take a real veteran, kind of laden team, a team that's been successful, you need that push. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it, but I like both these coaches, though, so it'll be kind of fun to see what they can do. But gosh, I mean, Gary Macy is the better coach. I just don't know what system he wants to run. And it's just, again, just seems kind of silly that you can't see that anywhere. But nonetheless, Sean Ward is the coach. All right, interesting stuff. I want to give this a save here. Save this to our Knicks area here. So, gosh, that's very, very tedious. Okay, so Combine. I don't care about the Combine, if I'm being honest. I've said this last time. I don't care. Can always look at this stuff later on. I don't know who we're drafting. None of this really matters. I mean, we could guess, look, who's the absolute fastest? Jerome Newman. Where is he supposed to be picked? Later. I mean, okay, great. Who cares, right? Who's the strongest? Maybe Clifford Chapman. Okay, great. He's 7'1". Can we see like measurables on these guys? Team workout? No, I guess we can't see. I mean, you can see it obviously in other places. So anyway, we're done with that. Who cares? Pre-draft workouts. Also don't care. I don't care. Like I honestly am just gonna pick like the top 5 because maybe if there's a guy we want to trade up for at a position that would be like actually realistic. So like we're not gonna do small forward, but sure, you. I don't know would I do a center? Probably not. How about you? I mean, unless you have like a crazy like wingspan. Who's got? This guy's got a monstrous wingspan. But he's not even going to be drafted probably. So yeah, forget that. What about height? Just because it's fun to look at some of these crazy huge dudes. Okay, so nothing there. So yeah, let's stick with shooting guard. We'll go with you. We'll go with you. And you. Oh my gosh. Sure. I don't even think this matters, right? I mean, this literally just kind of shows... I don't want to do people I haven't actually scouted, so... Let's see here. So if we do... So we just look at point guards. All right. Yeah, who cares? We're just going to do that. We definitely are going to need a point guard. Yeah, whatever. The Knicks trainer has uncovered an injury concern. I've never seen this. With Sasha Billick and his foot. He considers it serious. Suggests you do not draft him. Okay, that's cool. So was he a guy that we brought in then for the team workout? It was. That's interesting. And so here I'm guessing there are injury concerns. Yeah, very cool. Okay, well, again, useful. I don't really care what you did in this very small workout, very small sample. It's draft time. I don't know what we're going to do, guys. Again, we still have, here's what the roster looks like. Murray, Highland, Randall. Some of these guys are not under contract. Everybody's pissed off. They must not like that Thibodeau left or something. A lot of upset players, or they're upset about the playoffs. I don't know. This team's probably going to take a step back, guys. If just kind of my first thought, but doesn't mean we'll be bad. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe there's a little bit less pressure or something. But let's jump into the draft. First, I guess what we can actually do is, I don't even know, like Trade Finder. Like if we wanted the first pick, for instance, and it's Toronto, right? So if we go to Toronto and we go to their picks, how do I go to their picks? There. Toronto, we want this pick. What can we do? They don't care. Who's got the second pick? Let's do third while we're here. Okay, so I can't do the third. Like I'm just looking for like a top 5. Otherwise, like who cares? Even 6, right? Can we do 6? So, okay, yeah, there's no way I'm trading RJ Barrett for the 6th pick. That's not going to happen. Let's see if there's just anything worth moving up to. Can't do that one. Oops, that's second round. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting tight, guys. Can't do that one. How about the 5th pick? Kings. What? What the hell? What kind of a trade is that? No, I didn't. I asked you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the second. That's why I was very confused by that. I see now. Let's see. Boy, Lakers got no picks at all. There's the 5th pick. RJ Barrett again. Absolutely no way. I don't care what's in this draft. It's not going to be RJ Barrett at the 5th pick. So yeah, that's it. So I guess we're not making any trades, guys. There's just nothing that we really need. At the same time, and that's not true, right? Let's, if we look at prospect scouting, we know we need a point guard, right? So if we look at the point guards that are scouted, is there anything here to write home about? Not exactly. What's going to be available around pick 29? Well, maybe Gabe Reed. So if we just kind of look at him, Jason Williams, but again, a very, very low floor. No badges. And we'll just kind of look more at these here. So he's a decent playmaker. There's not a whole lot there that I'm really all that excited about. Again, let's go back to point guard. Just sorting by overall. Even if we were to move up to 18, say, A.J. Johnson. I like his size. Good playmaker, but again, not a whole lot else. Donnell Waters. He can score. Not bad player. Yeah, I don't know. We might be bringing back Jamal Murray, guys. There's just not a lot here to work with. There's some nice players, obviously. Let's look at shooting guard. Elohim, is that how you say his name? Isaiah Elohim, out of UCLA. Again, certainly looks like an exciting player, can score, can play really good defense. I like him a lot, but we're not going to get a chance to pick him, right? There's actually quite a... Oh, sorry. Go back to shooting guard. So, he's clearly looks to be, one of the best players in the draft. We'd have a shot at like a Jordan Cummings, but Elvin Harrington. But are these players that are going to like completely move the needle this year? Not really. What about all players here? So who would be the most, likely? Because we don't need to trade up for small forward, a center. Again, we need to get into the top 10. I don't know. We're just going to probably be picking best available player. And to me, that's just kind of what you do in this position. So, yeah, let's just go with it. First pick, Toronto. They go Nasir Cunningham, I think is how you say his name, out of North Carolina. That's not a bad pick. Rockets, Trey Johnson. We're just going to tear through this. I don't even know who these guys are. Ian Jackson out of Kentucky goes to the Rockets. Bulls, however you say his name, out of Michigan State. Janiel Fland. That's a cool name. Wow, so he went 5th. Jeez. But we couldn't even get up to the 5th pick, so maybe if we were looking at the 7th pick, I would try to make a move still. Player out of Spain. Yeah, we're just going to see what's there. I'm just going to automate this here. Just let it go. So in case you guys want to see it, we'll just kind of let it slide. And eventually we'll be picking here again. We should have 2 picks in the second round. And I don't know. We'll see if we even want to go grab them. Realistically, I probably should have studied this a little bit more and kind of made our move. But I just, you look at the overalls and it's like, why do we need to make all this noise for something? I definitely would have if I really thought there was a player that was going to be a complete game changer for us this season or something. But I'd almost rather just trade our picks and just use it for ammunition next year. So there's a trade, by the way. Can we speed this up? No, we can sim to the user pick. That's okay. We'll just keep going. Not too much longer. So there goes that point guard. It's pretty good. Yeah, to me, drafting this late in the draft, usually it's just to roll the dice, and you can look at teams and say, well, they've done a really good job, or Manu Ginobili's of the world, getting guys in the second round and so on. And yes, for sure. But a lot of that is just international scouting is just a lot different now. You're not sneaking players like Manu Ginobili past a lot of teams. And I think also I mean, a lot of it's just luck, honestly. You're taking flyers on guys, and this is for any sport. You know, it's like, oh, he did such a great job. They drafted this pitcher in the 11th round, and you know, he's turned into a starter for this, you know, the Kansas City Royals or whatever. That's not good scouting. That's a dude working his ass off who got drafted and made himself into a starter in Major League Baseball or whatever. That's just what that is. Period. If you were a good scout, you'd have drafted him sooner. And you can make the argument like, well, no, you want to draft him where he's going to be kind of falling. And sure, but I just think that's almost insulting to the player to think that was like some scout, some genius scout. And I just don't think that's the case. So we've received 20 trade offers. Would you like to view them? Yes, absolutely. So we get the 76ers pick. PJ Washington, we don't really have any use for. 2026. So we'd be trading our whole draft for this. I'm actually okay with that. And we can't have a worse pick next year, even though Cleveland's pretty good. But let's see what else we can get. Gus Garrett, a young point guard. We do need point guard. He's played a year. He was the 27th pick last year. Let's see what we got here. Good plays. Can definitely score with the ball out of UMass. He's not a bad player, but I don't really see him like moving the needle for us right now. What's his potential? Yeah, I don't know. No thanks. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Peyton Pritchard. He's 27 years old. Sorry, that's just not going to cut it with that sort of overall. Same thing here. Too old at this point. Don't really need him. 2 first-round draft picks. That's 2 dice rolls. That's top 3 protected. That's a decent trade too. Actually getting more value there. That trade isn't bad at all. Same thing here. These are both top 3 protected. These are way down the road. I'm still liking, I mean, so far the Lakers deal is probably the best one. John Wall, but a 34-year-old, 74 overall John Wall. That's funny. Swap worse with the Knicks. So no, let's see. Fidel De La Rosa. Let's see from the Pistons if he has not great potential. Not doing anything there. We will look too to see what's available, but I actually don't mind taking one of these trades. What was this trade, by the way? I went through that too quickly. Nah. No. So the 2 that stood out to me, and it's simply just because of like dice rolls. There was, let's see, who was it? The Lakers probably have the best pick. I mean, that's a total of 3 stars for 1.5. We trade our entire draft for a couple future firsts, but that can be really useful as this team, you know, who knows what they're going to look like then. And there was another offer back here that had some stuff here. Let's see first. 26 first round. That's 2-star. Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't know. This Laker deal works, but let's see what else we could get. Like if we had to go choose somebody. So who's here, right? Let's just go position by position. Are there any? Well, no, we'll just go by best. So, again, 29th pick. Gosh, there's really not a lot of value, even with what we've scouted. Like who's the best left? Isaac Bass. They have as the 8th best player. He's a top 10 player. Everyone has him projected pretty high. Jeez, there's a couple guys here. What's going on with these guys? One's a shooting guard, too. We didn't scout him, though. This guy we did. Let's look at Isaac Bass, even though, I mean, we just don't need this position. He's out of Brazil, speaking of Manu Ginobili, or he was from Argentina, right? So what can this guy do? Not a whole lot. Okay potential. Rick Barry, all NBA ceiling. Wow. That's wild. I mean, this guy could be anything. And we're definitely in a position to like roll the dice on something like this. And as much as, you know, I love RJ Barrett, like he's not cheap. So, I mean, if this guy turned into a superstar and you move Barrett, that doesn't hurt you. He is by far the top rated player left. So like without even looking at much else, it's like, all right, I mean, I'm going to look at aggregates and just see if there's anybody here with like some crazy potential or something. He's got the third best potential, but we haven't finished scouting these guys. And then just to see where like Hampton and Nixon are, I mean, we could still get these guys in the second round, right? So to me, it's like a no-brainer. We'd go Isaac Bass or we'd take that trade. And I don't know, seeing all NBA as a ceiling, even though it's unlikely, like all NBA, guys, not all-star, all NBA, that to me is worth even a couple first-round picks in the future. Now, granted, those Laker picks might be really good. They just won the championship, though, so like they're not bad. Looks like he has the potential to be something in this league. Cartoonishly good vertical. He's ready to play right now. I mean, not really with his overall, but he doesn't show a ton here. He's super athletic, though. So, I mean, again, he could just grow into this. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of want to just pick Isaac Bass. Isaac Bass, I should say. It's kind of where I'm leaning at this point. And, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with it. Let's do it. We totally don't need him. Don't really need a lot. We're going first available. I didn't see them even talk about our pick, huh? That's okay. I wanted to see what they were going to say. Now, we should have another pick coming up here. 2 more picks, actually. So Isaac Bass. As my dog strolls into the room to see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, we're coming up here with the 38th pick. I haven't even really been watching who's being picked here. That's okay. But I do know this. We're going to be playing games with this team. It could actually be a lot of fun. Like, this team is not going to be like the juggernaut they were. We still have to get through free agency. We have received 20 trade offers. I mean, really? For this pick? You want to give us a first? Oh, no, wait, what? Why would I give you... I don't even understand. I already used this pick. How is that even possible? What is... I don't understand what's happening. Like, we've already... That's so weird. Like... I mean, yeah, I can shop... I mean, I'll shop both these picks. What somebody want to give me? No offers were found. Okay, that makes more sense. That was weird. It was like letting me trade that pick. Here's what we have, by the way. So a couple more picks this round. Next year, same thing. 1 and 2 seconds. And we go 1, 2, and then it's just kind of back to normal. So I was really ready to do that one trade, but gosh, I wish... what if we just trade just one of these picks? Like, does anybody want this? I don't really need it. So now suddenly people are interested. This would give us some second round picks. Okay, there's some offers. Anybody throwing a first? Highly doubt it, right? Just swapping of second round picks. It's like trading your trash at a garage sale for someone else's trash at a garage sale. So best overall, 75 overall center, 7'2". I mean, that's not bad. Good defense. We're going to need centers next year, too. So, I mean, this guy wouldn't be a bad pick out of Clemson. Definitely not bad. The best available, we still got guys who were, slotted as first-round picks here. Leonardo Rodriguez out of Puerto Rico. Barely scouted, so it'd be kind of just a blind pick. What is he? He's a very good inside scorer. He's very athletic, so again, that's kind of fun. Do we have any sort of like write-up on him? I don't think so, right? Nah, nothing. Okay. So let's see. I mean, that's top 25. That's intriguing. Not really anything else. Draft projection. They still have. So this Rodriguez guy, they had going 12th. So did they. My goodness. 12th. Or you have one of these centers. He's the athletic inside scorer. Taking kind of blind. This guy will probably be there with our next pick. So even if we like one of these guys, we could wait and roll the dice on another international player. He's not bad. Not a ton of potential. I forgot to look at the potential of... is it Raphael or something? What's his name? Where'd he go? Oh, yeah, Leonardo. What is his potential? Oh, yeah, we don't know. So, is there anybody? There weren't really many players the last time we picked with good potential. Marion Nixon, another center. So we could grab one of these centers and just, I don't know, see how it goes. Like with the second pick, I should say, because we'll probably take. So DeAndre Jordan, ceiling. I mean, of course, that's great. There are injury concerns. Okay, nope, not going him. So let's see if anybody's got. I mean, this guy's going to be at least a starter. That's not bad. Whoops. He's the guy. No, he passed his physical. So this Eric Goodwin would be nice. Looks like he can play. Can shoot the three even. Just really, just all I'm looking at is the ceiling and floor. So like starter, he's the only starter. This guy's all NBA. Again, crazy potential on this guy. Brandon Randall, who are you? There's Dick Cannon, by the way. Remember him? Dick Cannon, still available. Wasn't he in last year's draft or something? I could have swore that was last year's draft. Let's see. Brandon Randall. Another small forward, though. But again, that's probably just because we haven't scouted him very much, so it probably doesn't mean a whole lot. Let's see. Yeah, nothing there. All-star. Oh yeah, that's Marion Dixon. He didn't pass his physical. So to me, Eric Goodwin, he's fully scouted. He looks good, but I still think he'll be there when we pick again this round. And so I would grab Goodwin, but I think just based on like just these rankings and where this guy was supposed to go, I don't know. Let's just roll the dice, right? I mean, these guys aren't even gonna like probably make the team, so it's just like they're dice rolls. We're kind of buying lottery tickets at this point. So we're gonna go Leonardo Rodriguez here out of Puerto Rico. He's the pick. Let's see if they say anything. He needs, yeah, that's too fast. Anyway, could pause the video and go back and and Eric Goodwin goes the very next pick. Dang it, that didn't work out. So we'll have to see what he ends up being there, but let's just go ahead and jump to our next pick here. Sim to user pick. Yep, that's fine. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Let's see if there's any like really interesting like standout aggregates left here. Bert Felder, we haven't done any scouting with, but he's got pretty good inside scoring. How about any of these guys? Nothing. Oops. Glenn Price, don't really know a ton about him. Some decent three-point shooters, but none of them have any sort of... we haven't scouted hardly any of these guys. And that's fine. We're towards the end of the draft here, so not a huge surprise. Nothing there. I mean, do we have anybody scouted at all? No, not really. Okay, well, then we're just going to go back and, I don't know, just see if anybody fell through the cracks, I guess. Not really. Best available player. Just see if anybody's got anything that stands out. This guy's a good playmaker. He's a point guard. We do need that. He's short, though. Richie Gregory out of Minnesota. But he's at least got something to work with. Let's see if there's anything else here. Just looking for like B+ or higher scores. Oh, mid-range shooting, but don't really care too much about that. This guy's got a few B's. Charlie Gordon, 6'6". Could be decent. Perimeter D in this shooting guard. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the... Yeah, I do like Richie Gregory. Inside scoring, 3-point shooting. Richie Gregory. Otherwise, are any of these guys starter? Yeah, we're just going to go with the point guard here. Richie Gregory out of Minnesota. Let's see if he amounts to anything. Probably not. And that's the end. That was the last pick. So, who picked right after us in the second round? The Spurs. So I do want to see how Eric Goodwin turns out. He looks like he might be pretty decent. 75. The guy we picked, of course, is terrible right before him. But, but his 3-point shooting has already bumped up a little bit. Athleticism is crazy. He's got A- potential. So I don't know. I'm okay with that. That's why we picked him. And then our... so I thought this guy was probably the best guy in the draft. Let's see how he looks with the Pelicans. Yeah, he's pretty good all around. Not a ton of potential, but it's already an 80. So I mean, he'll at least be a pretty decent starter. And then the guy we got, Isaac Bass, can score a little bit, rebound a little. Pretty athletic guy. Not a ton of potential. We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, that's the draft. Of course, rookie signing will be next. Options. Free agency is going to be the next big thing, and that's going to be episode 5. So we're going to stop it there, guys. I want to say, again, first off, sorry, it was kind of a drag there getting through the coach stuff. It was interesting. This will be an interesting team, though, and I think that kind of goes without being said of just a lot of changes that we're seeing. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the feedback that I get. I get a lot of feedback after the streams, and again, I like seeing those comments. So let me know what you're thinking here. We still have a lot to get to still. Again, free agency. And then probably going to start playing a lot more games with this Knicks team. I think it could be a lot of fun. So I'm on Twitter at MikeLowe47. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Like the video if you enjoyed talking through the offseason here in 2025. And we will be back soon for episode 5, which will wrap up this 3rd season of this Knicks MyGM. So MyNBA, all GM, what do you want to call it? Just GM only, whatever we're calling it. So it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys being part of that, and I will talk to you soon.